Hi there, welcome back to another video. My name is Monica of Milly and Monica, and I am a full-time clothing reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and now Depop. So if you enjoy reseller related content, selling clothing online, and of course making money online, please consider subscribing to this channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and of course leaving me a comment down below. It really helps me out here on YouTube. It lets me know that you're enjoying this type of content and that I should continue making more videos like this. So before we jump into this haul, let me tell you a little bit about it. So I love the Goodwill outlet. It is my favorite place to source for so many different reasons. And if you've been watching this channel, you know all about that. But this particular day, I didn't have very much time. I was only there for an hour and a half, and I wanted to see how much I could get that I felt was worth selling. All right, before we actually dive into the items that I found, I do want to take a couple minutes to talk to you about a new app that I'm using and absolutely loving to edit my photos, which is Photoroom. Full disclosure, this is a paid, sponsored video. We are collaborating together. But as I say that, I do want you to know that this is an app that I'm actually using. I have paid for the yearly subscription. As an Android user, it costs me $47 a year, which I'm more than happy to pay, because this truly is a great service and something that I feel will benefit my business for the year. So I am more than happy to pay for this service, and I think if you're struggling with some of the things that I struggle with my photos, I think you might also find that this is well worth the $47. It might be more for you iPhone users, I'm not quite sure. But let's talk about some of the things that you can do with this app. One of the main reasons I'm loving it, and maybe you struggle with this too, is because I have a white background. I struggle to photograph white items, anything that's light colored, pastels, light blues, light pinks, yellows, anything like that is just a struggle. And even though I use apps to kind of edit my photos, I've never found an app that really works to make those items pop on my white background. With Photoroom, why I'm loving it so much is it just instantly removes that background and just leaves this beautiful white, crispy, clear, professional looking photo. And those items that are light colored pop. They just pop right out, and they're very visible and clean and clear looking. So for me, that's like, whoa, game changer. And that's why I'm really loving this app. But they do have some other features, and Photoroom is actually made for resellers, which is truly amazing. They have made templates that are for selling online. And we're going to go through a little bit of those here on the side. So hopefully you're getting a little glimpse of what I'm actually talking about. One of the other features, which is pretty new I think for Android now, is the batch edit. So you can literally go in and select all the photos you want to select and edit them really quickly. You just have to tap a little button and it goes so fast. This is so nice for those of us that are wanting to edit photos as quickly as possible and to be as efficient as possible with our time. Whether you're a full or part-time reseller, you know that you have so many tasks to do, and sitting down for an hour to edit photos is probably not something you really want to do. And what I'm also loving is that they have thousands of templates. Like, there's so many different templates that are centered around, again, your reselling platforms. So I recently started selling on Depop, and they have backgrounds that were specifically designed for Depop. They even have Depop templates designed by the influencer Whitney Sanders. And one of the other features that I love about this app is the fact that I can do everything I need to do within this app. I don't need to go into other apps to make other adjustments. For instance, a lot of times my photos are maybe like a little off-centered. And with this app, I can just easily just go in and kind of manipulate how the item is centered. I can easily add multiple photos. So if I want to show more detail close up, I can just add it right in super quickly. And the last thing that I've really found that is so nice with this app is that if I want to adjust the brightness and the contrast within the app, I can do that so quickly and easily. I do not have to use multiple apps to do these other things that I want to do. It's all in one. And that's so great, again, for the time and efficiency of editing photos. So if you're interested in using Photoroom, I would highly suggest clicking on that link down in the description box, checking it out. They do offer a 7-day free trial. which allows you to use all the different templates and removes the watermark so that you can just have a clean, crisp, and professional photo. And if you decide it's not working for you after the 7 days, you can go ahead and cancel that subscription. So let's dive in now to what I actually found. Okay, so as mentioned, I was only at the Goodwill outlet for an hour and a half, otherwise known as the Goodwill bins, and I picked up 43 pounds of clothes and I paid $64. So in an hour and a half, I feel like that's quite a bit of items. There are some heavier items in here, and maybe even a similar type item that you might recognize from a very recent haul. And so we'll just dive in. Okay, so this is another men's vintage 70s snowsuit. Full body, insulated, kind of coverall style. But it is missing a hood. There was obviously a hood here with the snaps. But what I really love about this one, now this is probably the third or fourth men's navy snowsuit I've picked up to sell. But this one has, whoops, this one has this red stripe, which I just think is a really fun detail. I've never picked up one that has had this before. And the inside here is nice and red and bright. So there are belt loops. The belt was not attached, but otherwise really good condition. Front zipper. The tag size is really difficult to read. I can't really read it at all, but compared to other ones I've sold, I would say this is a large or an extra large, probably leaning more towards the extra large sizing. And this is quite heavy. It's probably 4-ish pounds at least, so a good bulk here. And I definitely have some other heavy items, which we'll get to. Now we do have this hat here. I do enjoy picking up hats, and I'm kind of picky about them. Now this one is I need to clean it up. It's a little dusty, but it's a very nice quality hat. It is a size large. There's a little tag size in here, which is great. And then I'm trying to see deluxe quality. I can't really tell if there's a brand, but it is nice that that's lined. And there is another hat in here. This one does need a little bit more shaping, but I have sold a very similar style hat to this, so I definitely wasn't afraid to pick it up. I don't know that it's a similar, it's definitely a different brand than the previous one I picked up, but same style. So I'll definitely go back into that listing to kind of see how I described it. But this one is an extra large. It's leather and has the braided band. So it just needs some reshaping. I think it'll be just fine. But yeah, so a couple hats, which is always fun. But there are a couple of items in here that I was pretty shocked to find right away. Now, because I was so shocked with this item, it might have been an item that I shouldn't have picked up because I didn't look at it quite carefully enough. And I should know by now that when I'm this excited about an item, there's probably a flaw that I'm overlooking. And that's the case with this. So it's St. John Sport, and it's a size small. It's just this navy kind of cardigan. And overall, it's in pretty good condition. It's crusted there, has the buttons, but it's missing one shoulder button, which is such a bummer. I have sold St. John before that's missing like a button or something where the buttons are maybe not quite right. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell this. I won't get as much for it as I originally thought. And then I also noticed once I got home, it does just have some like little spots of wear. So hopefully it's not too big of a deal. I think someone can still enjoy this, but, or maybe they have a similar one with some buttons laying around. Who knows? And I've also heard that with St. John, people often sell just the buttons on eBay, so that is also an option, I guess, for buyers. I'm not going to go out and look for that button to just replace on that item. I don't think it's worth it, but someone who really loves St. John, it might be worth it to them. Okay, I did pick up a few vintage slips or nightgowns, and this one's super teeny tiny. I'm not sure that it'll even fit on my dress form, and I don't remember, I think there's a tag in here or a label. Here it's teeny tiny print, but there's the label, and it does say size 7 juniors, which would be why it's probably so tiny, probably like a modern 0 in women's. But pale pink. This is a Club Monaco skirt, and I was kind of surprised to find this in the bottom of a bin. Now, this is definitely a brand that I don't pick up often or find often, and when I have found it, I can't say that it's like necessarily a great seller, but at the bins and the lightweight, I will definitely try it out. It's a size, again, size 8 pleated skirt with a very faint, it's not polka dot, it's kind of more of a geometric dotted print. If anyone knows the correct term for this print, feel free to leave it down below. Side zipper, lined, just a nice career wear piece. This piece I'm super excited about. This was found in the same bin with the St. John, and I scoured that bin because I was like, if these two pieces are in this bin, maybe there's something else great. No, there wasn't, but that's okay. So this is Anasui. I believe that's how you say it. There's her label up here, and it must have been a collaboration piece. It's a tag size P, otherwise like small. Now, in the inside here on this label, you can see the Anasui and a little bit more information. It is 100% wool and all of that. So there's the wool tag. Now, comps on this are difficult because this is a vintage piece. It is like probably 90s style, I would dare to say. And it's not just a regular blazer. So from what you see so far, you're probably just thinking it's a regular blazer. It is not. And that's why I'm so excited about this. The cut on this is stunning. So it is this long line, like high-low. I don't know what the correct terminology for this style is. I guess kind of a tuxedo. It reminds me of tuxedo style cut. But it's also giving me like major steampunk vibes, like the steampunk Victorian style vibes. And I just think it's so great. Now there are some fun details, like the sleeve detail here, kind of a little bit wider there, no like cuffed button. And I just really think it's a great piece. I think once I try this on, it's going to be very flattering. It may be a little too big for me, so we'll see how it goes. But there is a flaw. Very, very faint, or kind of marking where the fabric has worn away, but I think that'll be just fine. That was a fun find, and again, comps are just all over the place. I probably will price high on that and just kind of see where it goes because it is a really unique style. I love picking up vintage nightgowns, especially the long flowy ones. They seem to do well. Here's the label. It is Vanity Fair, size large. So there's your vintage label. There's a little bit of wear here at the seam. This could be sewn back together, and I might do that. Unfortunately, this haul, I feel like, does have me needing to do some work to some pieces. It's not just steam and list. So about half of this is listed. These first few items that I'm showing you are not, because they do require some work. But towards the second half, those items are listed. These sweaters, I've got a few of these, are just absolutely amazing. I love them. They're these like great grandma sweaters. And they're Angora blend, so very soft. 25% or 35% Angora rabbit hair, and then lamb's wool. But they're very, very soft. And what I love about these next cardigans that you will see is that they're all lined. So if you are sensitive or a little sensitive, the lining will really help protect you, and then you still just get this beautiful sweater and just this great like 80s style with the beading. Now these do require a little bit of sweater shaving, just because even though they are kind of naturally like furry, they have a little bit of, they can still pill up a little bit, so I'll still go ahead and shave those later. This jacket is so fun. So it's a vintage Mickey & Co. jacket embroidered with Mickey, and for you Disney fans, this is such a fun piece, but it is a girl's 14-16. I tried it on. It fits me nicely like through the body, but the sleeves are like hit me like right here. So I'm 5'2", so if you were like shorter, or my height or shorter, like around an extra small size, this would probably fit you. Just know that it might be a little short in the sleeve. Like the overall body is nice fit. So if you are really into Mickey, you might be able to make this work for you. It is a little slightly distressed, discolored, but overall just a fun piece. So here's again the label. A pair of vintage mom shorts. They are just white high rise, and I can't remember, they didn't have a label on them, so they will just be measured when I get to them, and that's just a little fuzzy on the back. I've been starting to sell shorts, so I was definitely on the lookout for summer things when I went, but again, I was limited on time, so I just kind of picked up what I know sells well and works well for me. And here's another one of those sweaters, those Angora sweaters that I was talking about. This one is a different brand or different label, but same idea. Again, Angora. This one is like this hot pink purpley color. The button front, again, lined. This is more of a long line fit overall. And I can't see that there's a size. I think it was cut out. Here is another one. These were obviously like kind of all together in the same bin, so if someone really liked this style of sweater, I guess they're around mediums probably, but they're an oversized kind of boxy fit. Definitely can be kind of worn in the spring as like a jacket, maybe a floral skirt, cottagecore vibes, but really love the detailing there. And this is like a Y2K, definitely starting to see more Y2K stuff become more in style, and on Depop people seem to really love it, so I'm trying to pick up a little bit more Y2K. This is definitely kind of early 2000s boho vibes. It is supposed to be a one size fits most, and it's really hard to see because it's not like on a body right now, but there's just a lot of stretch, kind of the florally lace with the open tie front. So cute with jeans or shorts. This is Victoria's Secret gold label. And it's, again, a nightgown. It's a size small. It's polyester. And this beautiful kind of burgundy maroon color lace top. And then the longer length with a slit. And I think this is the last one of the Angora sweaters. This one's definitely more of a coat again because it does have that zipper instead of the button front, but again, lined side pockets. Super excited about those. Okay, and I was actually really excited about this too, because I really enjoy selling corsets, and corsets seem to get a lot of attention. I literally had listed a modern day corset, just like a white lace corset last week, and it sold within a day on Depop. So excited about this. This is giving me like costumier vibes, like if you're going to a Renaissance fair, which Renaissance fairs are huge here in Minnesota. So this reminds me of something that would definitely be worn there. However, I do like the metal front, but someone just took shoelaces and like did up the back, and it's not working for me at all. Like, I'm not going to sell this with these shoelaces. I am probably just going to take them all out and find a ribbon. Hopefully I have some ribbon on hand that I can string through here. Even if it's black ribbon, I would rather have black ribbon than what's going on. And if someone wants to replace that, they can. These shoelaces just do not vibe with the material, this like satiny brocade material. So yeah, and there's no tags in here, so I don't really know size. I'll just kind of have to go off measurements and how it fits the mannequin. Here is a vintage one-piece swimsuit, kind of getting to be that season. And here's some fun 70s pieces. I actually got two of them. Just a really basic kind of top, very retro-y, and here is the label. I think they were tag size medium, so, but they kind of look to me like they're small, so get those up. Those will be fun for spring. And here's another one, very similar style, different label. And this, again, I may have found some stuff in an hour and a half, but I feel like half of it just needs work, which is good to get inventory when you need it, but sometimes the work part of it just makes it kind of daunting. So this is Talbot's. This is older label, but I picked it up because it's pure cashmere and a size large. So I really love this style, and you'll see here in a moment. The sleeves are kind of wider. I love this. It does need to be depilled a little bit, and it has these belt loops because apparently it was belted, and obviously I didn't find the belt, so what I'm probably going to do is just cut those off because I think that would just be annoying to someone. I don't know. Let me know. Would you cut those loops off, or would you just leave them in case someone wants to belt it? maybe I could just describe that they could be cut off if someone didn't want them. So anyway, love this. It just needs to be sweater shaved. Another vintage sweater. I recently, and I'm going to make a video on this, I recently sold a 38 vintage piece lot. Most of the items were vintage, like maybe 4 or 5 were not. So I'm going to do a video on that because it's quite the story and I've been dealing with it for 5 days. And I finally got it shipped off today. So I will let you in on that story, but I definitely feel like my vintage is depleted. So while I was there at the bins, I was keeping this in mind, knowing that these items were hopefully going to be shipped off, and was really trying to get some good vintage because, again, I feel like I've sold so much of my good vintage. So vintage cardigan, and there's the label. I'm trying to see if there is a size tag here. I think it's a size large, but these cardigans can often be worn by a variety of sizes, and I just really love the colors on this. Kind of gives me, could you say that this is like light academia vibes? Maybe, let me know. I did pick up this fur collar. This was taken off a jacket, most likely, just based on the stitching. Maybe taken off a jacket and someone just tried to salvage the collar because why not? And it could be sewn onto another jacket, could be worn as is, and it does have its little, kind of loop these, it does have its little hook and eye closure. And so yeah, just a nice fur collar. I can identify that it's real fur, but I don't know which animal per se. Okay, and here is another one that needs some work, but I just couldn't leave it behind at the bins. This label needs just some cleaning overall, and it's a Vince label. It's an older Vince label. It's just like someone had a lot of self tanner on and got this label very dirty. So, but regardless, it's just a very classic like style and basic. It does seem to maybe have some wear under the arms. I wouldn't expect much for this. Maybe 20 bucks, maybe. But Vince is definitely a brand that for me has always gotten a lot of attention. So it might be a good bundle item. It might just get some people in the closet. It is missing its interior tag, so I don't even know what material it is, but it can't be like a full wool because it doesn't feel like it to me. So it feels nice, but it needs, again, some work. Okay, the rest of the stuff has been listed. And I'm loving how these photos turned out. So this is a vintage silk skirt. And it's just stunning. I love the like polka dot with the floral, with this bright, bold floral. And it doesn't have a brand label per se. It just has the silk and the size 8. So there is some elastic here in the band. So I can kind of adjust to fit you. And then a back zipper, kind of midi length on most. This was an epic fail. Again, one of those items where I was just so excited because of the print. I love a good sunflower. And because of the style, it's a wrap skirt. Again, so great. But how I missed this, I do not know. First of all, I started like going over it and I was like, oh, okay, there's some holes in the strap. Not a big deal. We can work with that. That's fine and dandy. Oh, it's a little chewed up here. Oh, that'll work. Still can work with this. But no, there are holes all over the skirt. Like, I have no idea what happened to it. It looks like somebody, like, I don't know, his dog just decided this would be really fun to chew on. Or maybe a cat because of the strings. Like, maybe they saw the strings and thought this would be great to chew on. It does not make sense to me why it's so shredded in the areas that it's shredded, but major fail there. So that one will not be listed. It is not salvageable. I mean, other than maybe the fabric could be salvageable in some way, but probably not going to deal with it. This is a really interesting piece as well. So another vintage piece. It's like a vintage bra, I believe, but it has this like pocket in the front. Like, what do you put in this? Like, I've been racking my brain. Like, what do you put in the pocket of a bra? What would you put in there? Let me know. Like, anyway, I think it could be worn today as like a modern like bralette, like a crop top, festival wear, because it is a little bit longer and bralettes are very fashionable, and it is really cute. So I don't think it would have to be worn as a bra. I definitely think it could be worn as a bralette. Just an interesting piece for sure. I'm loving this blazer, Ralph Lauren, and it's crested with this incredible crest. It's so beautiful. And it's double-breasted. It has built-in shoulder pads. And it's a 100% wool. The lining is a bit faded, but overall a great piece. And what I love about this is, again, it's like that dark academia vibe style. And this just looks so cute belted, like worn oversized with a belt. It's so adorable. Okay, so this is American Eagle. I really debated on just taking this to buy, sell, trade, but then decided to just go ahead and list it. I love this kind of distressed raw hem and its distressed patches. It does have a faint tiny spot on the back, which I noted. It's a size extra large. And as always, you know, the items that are listed, feel free to check out my closet, make an offer, or if there's something you're interested in and I don't have it listed, you can always leave me a comment down below and I will get on listing that item as soon as possible, and I can tag you in the listing when it's up. So this is Mason Jewels. I just like this shirt dress style with the floral embroidery. It is lined and then the scalloped hem. This is actually sold this morning for $15. I do love these really gauzy, like oversized flowy shirts. It's like a free size, tan tie-dye and kind of asymmetrical cropped hem. But it has like some light pulls through there. I'm not sure if you can see it. So I did list it a little bit lower, expecting not to be able to sell it for too much because of the pulls. And this is giving me all the cottagecore kind of vibes. It's tagged just XX. But it's a flannel plaid with this faint floral print, which I just love. And then, of course, a vintage set, which is always exciting to me. And this is a Hawaiian wrap skirt. And it has 3 different buttons on the inside so you can adjust the waist. And of course, tie it. So there's the skirt and then the top, which just looks adorable if you tie it kind of cropped at the waist. And this is a men's, I believe, dead stock, because it still has its tag on it, sweater. Just kind of a geometric striped grandpa sweater. It's tagged extra large tall, so yeah, for a tall person. And another men's item actually is this Carhartt pair of pants. They are flannel lined, so definitely a heavier pant, and they're 33/30s, really good condition. Like, I don't think anyone even truly wore these. If they did wear them, they weren't working in them. So those are nice and heavy. And this was a new to me brand. So this here piece is, I probably will say it wrong, so I'll just show you the label. It just felt like quality. This shirt just felt so nice, and then it has the faux leather top. But I definitely looked it up. The retail on this, an item like this, is over $100. It is lined with this spandexy, like almost like under cami almost. Anyway, it just feels incredible. It has this faux leather top, which is really nice, and then a back cutout. And I'd never seen this brand or never heard of it, but I did look it up just because it felt so nice. And comps do kind of vary in that $30 to maybe $50 range. I did list high, but it was a size, there's no size tag in that, which was kind of frustrating. I just compared to other items I sell and list, I would say if it's like a medium large, depending how you want to wear it, and it's kind of a longer, like tunic-y type fit. This I'm so in love with. Again, back to this Y2K early 2000s vibe. This is a like semi-crop tank with the corsetty lace up front. It does have a side zipper and it's just adorable. So here is the label, size 4, that satiny wet look, shiny wet look. And that looked adorable paired with this skirt here. So I paired them together. This is a size large, and it's just kind of a 90s style slip skirt. Again, elastic back, and it does have a side slit that is coming a bit undone, and I just noted that in the description. So again, cottagecore vibes there. Festival vibes with these Forever 21 shorts. I'm definitely looking for shorts. So I picked these up. And they are size 28. And we have a pair, or this, I guess it's not a pair, it's a jacket. This Old Navy extra large denim jean jacket. Some high-waisted, like, paper bag trousers. They are front pleated and black, size 12. There's, like, light fading on the back, but yeah, just the style overall is fun. And then same with these. These are vintage Lee mom jeans. There's a size 20. Like, just a nice faded distressed leg. Like, it's perfectly distressed. And they're back, and it has the elastic sides, which is so nice. So, love those mom jeans. And we have Tahari. This is a Tahari Cardigan. And I really just love selling these kind of Southwest striped cardigans. This is an open front. I know it's like kind of difficult to see what's happening here. But it's open waterfall front, and it does have the clip to close it if needed. And a few more pieces here. This is just an Express City shirt, long line, button front tank. Nice little career wear piece if you're going back to work for the summer. You could pair it with a nice cardigan. And we have a little scarf. I do love picking these up just because they're so lightweight. And just brings down that cost a little bit per item. Another scarf. I love the coloring on this, just kind of the tans and neutral colors with the floral, very mod. And these are fun. Again, trying to go with that dark academia style, and these are vintage, high-waisted flannel. Well, yeah, they're kind of like a flannel plaid shorts. So they're like kind of the paper bag style shorts, a longer inseam. They do have some elastic at the waist. And last piece, I guess, is this kind of 90s style boho vest, paisley print. Definitely kind of giving me the art to wear vibes. So that concludes all the items from this haul. Let me know down below how you're feeling about these items. I know, like, I personally am happy with how much I found and what I found for the hour and a half, but I definitely don't feel like it was my best haul by far. Like, I'm not super excited about these items. I'm happy to have items to list, but I'm not super excited. So let me know how your hauls have been going lately, if you're super excited about what you're finding, or is it just kind of meh. And don't forget to click that link below. Check out Photoroom. Remember, they have that 7-day trial, and I really think you're going to enjoy using the app, and that could be something too. Like, let me know how using Photoroom is going for you, if you're enjoying it, and if you're seeing a difference, and how many likes and the interest that you're getting in your items, because that would be really interesting. So anyways, thanks so much for being here, and as always, I'll see you next time.